But I think I have to go to the... Oh, yeah. Okay, what I didn't realize was I had to go to the YouTube studio and the live section in order to go live. I won't watch live stuff on YouTube because I'm paying for a TV license. Oh, I gotcha. All right, well, we're trying it right now. We're live on YouTube now. We're going to see what happens. See if we get any viewers or... It seems like everything's good. I don't even know if this is going to work for YouTube. Actually, if any of you are over on YouTube, maybe you could just check and see if at least you can hear me and see me. And like, I'm not switching to YouTube at all or anything like that. I just think it'd be like, I have, you know, I don't know, 2,600 subscribers on YouTube on the video channel. So I figured maybe someone will watch it and maybe they'll come over to Twitch. Twitch is way better because you get all the interactivity and stuff, you know. I'm not going to be doing anything with YouTube other than just, I am live. Ooh, nice. And can you hear me, BitGamey, on YouTube? Does it look the same as Twitch, essentially? I missed a step. You can hear me. Hey, Casey Snow is the first person ever to chat live in my YouTube. First person ever to chat live in my YouTube. Casey says hi, everybody. Yeah, so this is pretty wild. Like, this is the sun, you know, and there's just all this light that's, like, missing, you know. You're in it, but you're incognito. Stefan RX is in there, too. Number two chatter. Entropic with the number 3. That's funny. You're the top fans. Casey Snow, Stefan RX, Entropic Universe, and BitGamey. Oh, that's funny. We have a chat rate of 9 in YouTube. I have no idea what that means, but we have a chat rate of 9. You're watching, but on your account. Oh, all right. Let's see. I'm not familiar with the McMath Pierce Solar Telescope, actually. This looks cool, though. Look at this thing. Is that it? Whoa. It's wild. I actually don't know this telescope. Which I should... Oh, stop. Don't do that. I just want the telescope. Oh, it's at Kip Peak? Okay. First ban in YouTube. You guys are chatting more on YouTube than you should look quieter than Twitch. Yeah, Alex Dixon. I'm not expecting any, like... I was not necessarily expecting anything huge. I know people that stream with, like, 1,500, 2,000 viewers on Twitch. And when they go live on YouTube, they have, like, 10. It's crazy. YouTube is slightly behind. Yeah, YouTube is like... I mean, Twitch is like the primary feed. And I think the other one gets rebroadcast. So, I don't know. Sydidamus, welcome in. Good to see you. Guys, welcome everybody. If I missed you when you came in, welcome in. I apologize. Chat's been moving a little bit fast tonight. It's been busy. It's been great. It's good to see everybody. If you missed our IRL streams, let me see. So I downloaded the VODs today so I can make some clips and stuff. Oh, there I am. Oh God, it's not good. Let me let's go to the creative dashboard and let's go to content and video producer. So this was our stream. This was our stream yesterday when we were just like hanging out at the beach. And we walked I walked almost 9 miles yesterday. I mean, I did a little bit before stream, obviously. But I did about 8.5 miles. Yeah, I streamed on the beach yesterday, and the day before we streamed live at the aquarium. We went out on the pier, and I don't even know what else we saw. We went to the dog beach. That was cool. Oh, there's the pier. It's only 720p, you know, it was IRL. 2E718, how you doing? Germs, welcome in. Yeah, there's the dog beach. This is Rosie's dog beach down there in Long Beach. It's great. Anyway, we did that Saturday. Let me cancel that. And then on Sunday... I mean, we did that on Sunday, sorry. And on Saturday, we went... Oh, we saw dolphins, actually. Where are the dolphins? They're right here, right? Or is it a little after this, maybe? Is this the dolphins? There's dolphins here somewhere. That looks like where a dolphin could have been, maybe. Come on. I swear there's dolphins. Maybe I'm lying. Is this not the bit where there was dolphins? It might have been before. I just saw them. There they are. Dolphins! Anyway, that's the kind of stuff. Is the dolphin thing clickbait? No, actual dolphins. We saw 2 dolphins. If you were there, South Rebel, you know. Anyone that was with us live on, anyone that was with us live on Saturday, we were just walking around. Oh, so we were going. I want to show you the building. I want to show you the aquarium where we were going. See this fantastic building right here? Oh, there it was. Hold on. Let me find it for you. There. See this huge building here? This is a Wyland. It actually has a Wyland on the outside painted on it. It looks just like an aquarium. We spent almost an hour on stream trying to figure out how to get into this building and where the entrance to the aquarium was. And then I want to tell you. Okay, here's what happened. I'm actually gonna pause this. We're gonna play this part because this is funny. Okay, this is you know, I don't know if you can hear this actually. Okay, there's the Wyland. Look, there's the building. It's fantastic. Let me make sure that you guys are getting the volume. Yeah, here we go.
South Rebel, welcome in. Good to see you.
Be South Rebel, you were there. You just missed the dolphins.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so we're wandering around. We're trying to get in.
In a minute to regenerate some. You know, I think
all right.
Anything to do.
Here we go. I had to ask.
Wait.
I was okay, South Rebel. I'm just giving you a hard time. You're good. Here, I stopped this lady. To ask her what was up.
I'm gonna flag her down.
You ready for this? Are you ready? You're gonna like this.
Can you tell me how to get into the aquarium? Where's the entrance?
This is not the aquarium, sir.
Okay, where's the aquarium?
What she just said, if you couldn't hear her, was, "This is not the aquarium, sir." It's actually not the aquarium at all. The aquarium is in a completely different part of Long Beach. It was only about 15 minutes away, but that is not the aquarium.
Like over here.
Yeah.
It's by the Hooters, basically. That was the direction she gave me. When you actually find the aquarium, it also does look just like, here, let's see, I'll show you. Okay, so there's the actual aquarium, which, to be fair, it does also look like an aquarium. It's the convention center. Yeah, it's like an arena or something. I don't even know. It's some kind of super secret government thing, I'm pretty sure. Neil, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing?
Nice.
But yeah. So we did make it into the aquarium. There you go. There's the aquarium. It's a beautiful building. It's very aquarium-like.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think you'll still be able to hear what's going on. But
The VODs are up for those. That was our adventure. Even with GPS. I mean, as soon as she said Hooters, I knew where it was because I had seen the Hooters the day before. I didn't go there, but it was right by the hotel we were staying at. So I knew where the Hooters was. And I felt a bit silly. Luckily, though, I didn't record it for posterity, you know? I didn't record it so that everybody would know what I had done. I certainly didn't live stream me being a moron. I mean, it is literally right next to the Hooters. I'm not going to lie. Oh, yeah. Entropic was there for the whole thing as well. And Entropic said that he very kindly said that he has, in fact, made the same mistake. Even though I actually don't think that he has made the same mistake. But he said that he had to make me feel better. It's very nice of you, Entropic. I appreciate that. Guys, I hope you had a good weekend. Let me just go here. I'm just going in studio mode to see if I can find where our chat is, because the chat on screen is I mean, I can't see it. I don't know if you guys can, but I can't All the widgets. Is the vert chat turned on in here or something? What is going on? It isn't. It is not. Main scene holidays. Okay, where is the chat coming from? That's the question that we're all. The drop game is definitely in here. Ko-Fi goal is in here. All the widgets is in here. Oh, I think it's in the Xmas scene overlay. Oh, so wait, the Xmas scene overlay is another scene somehow? I don't even know what's going on. I'm not going to try and fix it right now. It is what it is. I realize that the chat looks terrible. We're just gonna have to live with it for right now. Anyway, that was today's APOD. Let's have a look at yesterday's. Ooh, nice. Check this out. How cool is that? Apollo 17. Parking on the edge. That must have been pretty amazing. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Just unbelievable. Like you're just looking down into a crater on the moon. Allegedly. I mean, somebody that is definitely worth an allegedly. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. There we go.
Allegedly.
Give you $50 to vault the rover. These days, it would be more like, yeah, 10 gifted if you yeet the rover. Probably a long walk back, I imagine. It looks amazing. It looks very sort of solitary though, right? I mean, I know there's a guy here taking the photo, but there's two of you. There's basically two of you on a whole, I mean, planet-sized thing. Okay, so we call it a moon, but I mean, there's 2 or 3 of you on the surface. That's it. Things go sideways. Things go sideways, and it's the 3 of you that have to figure it out. It's a great studio. It's remarkable how much detail they managed to pack in. Remarkable. It just looks, oh my god. I can't even. I could stare at this image forever. Like, there's the rocks and the colors as well. Like, there's a lot of reds and stuff here, which I don't think I really appreciated before. New Mexico, so does. All shot on an iPhone 10, yeah. Hello, Rain. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? It's nice to see you in here. I hope you are. I hope you had a nice weekend, and I hope you're aiming for a good week, guys. There's only I don't know how many shopping days until Christmas. Big Gamey could tell you because Big Gamey has a redeem, but it's like 2.5 weeks. Craziness. Let's see. 53 years ago, in December of 1972, I was actually alive. Just barely. I was 1. I was 1 in December of 1972. Apollo 17 astronauts Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt spent about 75 hours on the moon exploring the Taurus Littrow Valley, while colleague Ronald Evans orbited overhead. Yeah, so there's 2 of them on the surface. It's you and your buddy for like 3 days. This snapshot from another world was taken by Cernan as he and Schmitt roamed the lunar valley's floor. The image shows Schmitt next to the lunar rover, parked along the south rim of Shorty Crater. That location is near the spot where geologist Schmitt discovered orange lunar soil, which you can see, like, right here. I think you can kind of see. The Apollo 17 crew returned with 110 kilograms of rock and soil samples. More than was returned from any of the other lunar landing sites. And for now, Cernan and Schmitt are the last to walk on the moon. Designed by Dave. Guys, go follow Designed by Dave. Surprised this isn't a jigsaw. We could make this into a jigsaw. This would be a hellacious jigsaw. You can download these images from NASA, and then you just send it to like one of the companies, and they'll make a jigsaw of it. You're a gleam in your father's eye. You haven't started, Lorraine? I haven't really done much either. Although we have like a new policy this year on gifts, especially within the family, like no Amazon, all local stuff, nothing big. We're just going like local and small business, and yeah, it's going to be a challenge. Tatum44, welcome in. Guys, make sure you go follow. So many cool streamers dropping in today. Design by Dave is here. Go follow Design by Dave. Tatum44 is here as well. Just amazing people. Bit Gaming is in here. Misadventures in Astro. Oh my gosh, I'm missing a bunch of people as well, I'm sure, but Designed by Dave has built a telescope live on stream. So I mean, how cool is that? Also, guys, play the drop game. If you're in Twitch chat, I don't think we have anybody in YouTube chat that is not also in Twitch chat. We have 3 concurrent viewers in YouTube right now. See? This is the first time that we're trying YouTube simul streaming, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called. It's the what's name. Oh, the other question is, have you noticed any degradation in the quality of the video on the Twitch stream? Because now it is encoding twice. So it's encoding the Twitch stream and the YouTube stream. And if it degrades the quality of the Twitch stream, then we're not doing it. But if it's still good, then, you know, why not, right? I believe we have about 386 kilos of lunar material on the Earth. Not seeing a difference. Nice. Good. Thanks, Captain, for that. We have about 386 kilos of material here on the Earth of the moon. So we are due for a ad break though. So I think we'll take our 3-minute ad break right now. I turned off automatic ads the other day because it was going to double ad us, and I was just like, no, that's not happening. But pre-roll is on, so I think we need to run 3 minutes of ads to get rid of pre-roll for another hour. Red Dog, welcome in. How you doing, Red Dog 176? Yeah, so we're gonna go grab. I'm gonna go grab a drink, stretch my legs, and then we'll be back. We'll finish up Astronomy Picture of the Day. We'll talk about launches. Then there's a few YouTube videos that I thought were cool that we might watch. All kinds of cool stuff. So also, if you want to play the maze game, !wander, and then Sinner, welcome in, Sinner Monroe. How you doing, guys? Make sure you go follow Sinner as well. Oh my gosh, I don't think we'll get ads. No, they won't get ads. They'll just get the BRB screen. We're going BRB. I will be back, guys, in 3 minutes, okay? Hang out, chill, and I shall return. Hey, everyone. Here's a couple space science updates for Tuesday, August 27th. The launch of the Polaris Dawn mission was scrubbed early this morning after issues with a ground-side helium leak at the launch site. SpaceX team was working the issue and hope to try again tonight just after midnight Pacific time. News in the search for dark matter from the incredibly sensitive Lux-Zeppelin dark matter detector. WIMPs, or weakly interacting massive particles, are one popular candidate for the dark matter which makes up around 85% of the mass of our universe. Lux-Zeppelin found no evidence for WIMPs above a mass equivalent to about 9 protons, which is a very strong constraint compared to previous measurements. The experiment consists of 10 tons of liquid xenon in an incredibly low background environment a mile below the surface of South Dakota. The idea is that a WIMP bumps into a xenon nucleus, causing it to move and interact in a way that can be detected by the instrument. These results come from about 280 days worth of data, and the large collaboration's ultimate goal is to bump this up to 1,000 days before it ends in 2028. That's our 60 seconds. Please like and share if you enjoy the content. I'll see you back here tomorrow. All right, guys, we're back. Let's see. That's a pretty cool photo. I actually want to save that one. Oh my god, it's so good. I need to come back and do that later. The bipolar jets of KX Andromedae. Oh my god. I mean, who doesn't want to see the bipolar jets of KX Andromedae, you know? And why am I not hearing the music? Have I knocked my thing out? Have I turned it? Oh yeah, I turned it down. Let me just catch up on chat. Wait, what stopped playing? The game? Oh, the video. Yeah, there's something messed up with the YouTube thing. No, the YouTube player has been messed up for a few days, for a couple of weeks. There's something wrong with the way I've been playing it. I was kind of kludging it, so... We should go to streams past 2 days with how big the moon was. Oh, Cinema, yeah, we looked at the moon on Tuesday. We had the moon. It was so good. If you go back and look at the VOD, you should see the moon from Tuesday here. Actually, let's see. Here you go. This is what we were doing, and then let's see if we can find some moonage. Have countries meeting to try. We were mooning people. There we go. I just saw it right there. But it doesn't. For these. Wait. There we go. There's the moon that we were looking at. Needs to do the VODs. Come on, bro. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to watch the VOD, but it is the moon though. It was pretty cool. We got some good views. We do get some good views. Guys, don't forget, if you're interested, we are doing the Christmas tree / holiday tree thing. I have 2 balls here. My last 2 balls. For 5 gifted, you get your name written on one of these 2 balls and hung on the tree. Your choice of ball, your choice of color. I mean, it's an extravaganza, really. Not that kind of mooning. Ornaments, balls. They're odd. As you can see, they're odd balls that I've got. They're not the same, but... All right. We're just going to move on. Let's have a look at this. Blasting outward from variable star KX Andromeda, these stunning bipolar jets are 19 light years long. Recently discovered, they are revealed in unprecedented detail in this deep telescopic image centered on KX and composed from over 692 hours of combined image data. In fact, KX and is spectroscopically found to be an interacting binary star system consisting of a bright, hot B-type star with a swollen, cool giant star as its co-orbiting close companion. The stellar material from the cool giant star is likely being transferred to the hot B-type star through an accretion disk, with spectacular symmetric jets driven outward perpendicular to the disk itself. The known distance to KX Andromeda of 2,500 light-years, angular size of the jets, and estimated inclination of the accretion disk lead to the size estimate for each jet of an astonishing, I tell you, 19 light-years. 19 light-years. Yeah, you have to polish them to, get them to look like this. They start off looking dull, and you all right. We'll stop with the ball jokes. Yeah, this is pretty spectacular. I believe this collective is the collection of people who, there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they all have really nice telescopes, and let's check it out. Steve's edit. This is Steve's edit. I want to see. I was more interested in the equipment though. These are the projects that they've all done together. These are the projects. Here's the about page. So these are the people. It's Tim Schafer, Carl Bjork, Steve Body, Justin P, Adrian Keitzer. Those are the people. And yeah, they basically pick a target and then they image it and they go ham. It's crazy, the stuff that they do. Tutorials. Oh, they have tutorials too. Running a collaborative group project. Oh, God, I can't even imagine. I hadn't even thought about actually stacking the data. You probably do need a supercomputer just to stack the data. And they talk a lot on here. This is really good. If you don't know these guys, if you haven't seen this before, it's well worth checking out. They do some really good work and take some incredible images. I mean, they've had a bunch of APODs. I think almost all of these have been APODs. It's hundreds of hours of data stacked together, and taking the data, it strikes me that taking the data is probably the easy part. Taking the data is the easy part. It's the stacking and everything and the editing that's probably more of a pain. Oh, let me get some more music going here. Yeah, so that's that. But it's a beautiful, a beautiful image. Well, as is this though as well. Look at that. Holy crap. Wow. That's a stunner. Oh, let me make it a bit, let me fit it in the screen in one. Tons of galaxies in this image, but look at this, and look at this out here as well. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Did anyone do anything fun this weekend? What did you guys get up to for the weekend? Obviously, I was down in Long Beach. We had a great time. I was working on the house today. Look at all these. These are all these slightly elongated shapes. They're all galaxies. This down here. Some of these are stars, these other ones, but like, that's probably a galaxy right there, I'd guess. Oops. Look at this up here. Holy cow. This is a beautiful image. Guys, make sure you go follow Tatum44. One of the many streamers on the platform. Here in chat tonight. Put up a bunch of Christmas lights. Oh. You bought an alarm clock? Okay. Alright. I respect that. No worries, Tatum. Yeah, we have to do our Christmas lights and our decorations. We have inflatables. We try and add one inflatable per year, but I'm not sure if we will this year. There was a bluey, a Christmas bluey at Lowe's, and I missed the boat. It's sold out now. We could have had Christmas bluey. Not to be. Instead of that, we have this delightful miniature Christmas tree. Watching The Thing? Nice. Let's see what it says here. An example of violence on a cosmic scale. Enormous elliptical galaxy NGC 1316 lies about 75 million light years away towards Fornax, the southern constellation of the Furnace. Investigating the startling sight, astronomers suspect the giant galaxy of colliding with the smaller neighbor. Yeah, for sure. They look like they're interacting. Seen just right of the large galaxy center, producing far-flung star streams in loops and shells. Lights from their close encounter would have reached Earth some 100 million years ago. In the sharp telescopic image, the central regions of NGC 1316 and 1317 appear separated by over 100,000 light years. Complex dust lanes visible within also indicate that NGC 1316 is itself the result of a merger of galaxies in the distant past. Found on the outskirts of the Fornax galaxy cluster, NGC 1316 is also known as Fornax A. One of the visually brightest of the Fornax cluster galaxies, it is one of the strongest and largest celestial radio sources, with radio emissions extending well beyond this 1 degree wide field of view. Yeah, you can kind of see that there's structure out here. Even in the visible, you can sort of see like this structure out here. There's some kind of a loop going on here. There's a bunch of gas and dust. If you look, you can't really see it, but if you go to the image and look for yourself, you probably see it. Captain Failure 91. Guys, if you play the drop game and you drop for 99 or more, you get a 1 month gifted sub to the channel. What did Mini Misadventures think of The Thing, Misadventure Astro? I'm curious. Alex Victon is dropping with the fox of some sort. The breakdancing fox is, I don't think, gonna hit the spot. The holiday tree could do it, South Rebel. The Christmas tree. That was a mini nerd special from, I don't know when, like, oh, you got the wall slide. A few years ago. Many of these were mini nerd. The reindeer was a mini nerd. The candy cane is a mini nerd. The Christmas tree is a mini nerd. I mean, if Santa doesn't do it, Sodidimus, I don't know. Oh, and actually, Santa might do it. This could be good. No, too low. Came in too low at the very end. This is a stunning image, though. Who took this? The Shara team. Another. It looks like another. I'm gonna need a translation. Shara project officially began on August the 28th, 2024, with the team's almost unanimous vote on the group of galaxies in the constellation Fornax. Blah, blah, blah. And then the half-meter Newton was the best telescope to capture the intricate... Yeah, I imagine it would be. I imagine it would be half-meter. Must be nice. Must be nice to be like, well, where should we point the half-meter telescope? It says the half-meter Newton was the best telescope to capture the intricate tidal tails of decaying galaxies due to gravitational interaction with the main elliptical giant. The budget raised just under 700 euros, and the hourly cost of the wonderful half-meter telescope located in Chile, $60 an hour with a new moon, would have allowed us to load more than 30 hours of integration in 4 LRGB sessions. That's not bad, really. $60 an hour for a half-meter telescope? Oh, the original, yeah. Oh, the 80... No, not the original. The 82 version. There's a 2011? I haven't even heard of that. I haven't even heard of the 2011 version. Bluey, yeah. You know Bluey, right, Sinner? Surely you know Bluey. Sinner's keeping me honest with the YouTube chat. That's an interesting idea. So this is a collaboration, but this is like... You work with kids? Ah, yes. This is kind of an interesting version of the collaboration where you just raise money. So the collaboration is the fundraising, and then you use that to get the best telescope you can to do the observing. That's kind of cool. It's another way of doing it. And then it looks like amateurs have added their own... Not amateurs, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like other astronomers have added their own for free. There's a bunch of other people putting stuff in, so... Oh my god, look at it. This is cool. Without the stars. Ah, can't make it. I'm not usually a fan. You know me and the stars. I like to see the stars. But this, I think, works really well without the stars. Although I have my suspicions that there are still stars behind the galaxy here, but that's okay. Yeah. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Wow. That's a beautiful image. Ooh, this is a black hole for sure. What would it look like to plunge into a monster black hole? It wouldn't look good. You'd be dead. This image from a supercomputer visualization shows the entire sky, as seen from a simulated camera, plunging towards a 4 million solar mass black hole, similar to the one at the center of our galaxy. The camera lies about 16 million kilometers from the black hole's event horizon and is moving inward at 62% the speed of light. Thanks to gravity's funhouse effects, the starry band of the Milky Way appears both as a compact loop at the top of this view and as a secondary image stretching across the bottom. So here's the loop, and here's the secondary image, like, let me make it bigger. Must be a big file. There's the loop, and then here's the secondary image down here. Secondary image. Move the cursor over the image, and for additional explanations, visualizations like this allow astronomers to explore black holes in ways not otherwise possible. Yeah, unfortunately you can't get the... Well, actually here we can zoom in a little bit. It says, accretion disk, the thin hot cloud formed by matter slowly spiraling towards the black hole. This right here is an image of the large Magellanic Cloud and the small Magellanic Cloud. Doppler beaming in the middle, an effect of relativity. The glow of the accretion disk is brightest in the direction of motion. Black hole shadow, a region roughly twice the size of the event horizon, the black hole's point of no return, formed by gravitational lensing and capture of photons. And then this line here is the photon rings. Multiple distorted images of the accretion disk produced by photons that have orbited the black hole one or more times before reaching the camera. Cool visualization. Very cool. I still find the Easter egg in the 1982 thing, but if you understand Norwegian in all the non-Scandinavian versions, the entire plot is revealed to be funny. I mean, it's a language joke, you know? Very cool. All right, let's see. I think that should be it. Yeah, we looked at this one before. We saw this on Tuesday's stream. We have made it. We've made it through APOD. Let's see about launches. There was one earlier, I think. Yeah, Starlink. This was from Florida, I believe. This was from Florida. Let me see. Oh, from Vandy, actually. There was supposed to be one from Florida at like 4 p.m., I think. Maybe it didn't go. Maybe the weather was no good. Big Gamey, when are you live? Are you going to be live tomorrow? Will you be live on the Monday? Guys, tomorrow, December the 8th, 1:14 p.m. from Kennedy, a Falcon 9. A Long March 6, that probably won't be streamed live, 2:10 p.m. Electron Rocket Lab from New Zealand, 7 p.m. It's called Raise and Shine. 9:30, Big Gamey, 9:30 your time, Central. Roro's, welcome in, good to see you. How you doing? And then another Long March. Also will not be. Launch vehicle unconfirmed. I mean, who knows? I think everyone's really good, Roros. I'll speak for myself and say that I'm good. So that's tomorrow. And then Tuesday, another Long March. A Falcon 9 from Cape Canaveral. Connecticut. This is another Chinese launch. Wednesday, Falcon 9 from Vanny. Unfortunately, 1 a.m. So we won't be able to... We will not still... Well, this is actually the morning. This is like Tuesday into Wednesday morning, right? So we won't see that one. Another Falcon 9 from Florida. This is all Starlink light pollution. I mean, sorry. Starlink internet service. Another Long March 12. A Bluebird 6, LVM3. Block 2 Bluebirds will deliver up to 10 times the bandwidth capacity of the Bluebird satellites. Featuring up to 2,400 square foot communications arrays. Yay. Atlas 5. I will say I was pretty excited to see this. This is next week. This is next Monday. There's an Atlas 5. Those are good launches. Those are good launches. And an Ariane 6 next week as well on Tuesday. So, unfortunately, none of those fall in a... Well, this one, actually. The Ariane 6 could be streamable. The Ariane 6 next week could be streamable. Don't forget, this Saturday, December the 13th, at 2 p.m. Pacific, we're having our science roundtable with Volcano Doc, Science Streams, Finite Singularity, and Paleontologizing. All going to be here chit-chatting about science. There's a Secret Santa. There is going to be talk of the favorite scientific discoveries of the year for each person present. I mean, it's just going to be... It's going to be amazing, so make sure you stop by. Old Nina, how you doing? Good to see you, Old Nina. Welcome, welcome. The chittering and the chattering. Yes, both. Finite Singularity's here. Oh, my goodness. Finite Singularity. Welcome in. How you doing? Guys, make sure you go follow us. Finite. Finite is undercover as an OBS plugin developer right now, but actually has a PhD in civil engineering. It's way past your bedtime. I figured, Finite. I figured you were up and about, maybe a little insomnia or something. But I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here, and I'm really looking forward to the collab next Saturday. It should be super fun. The best OBS extensions, 100%. Finite's OBS stuff is amazing. Make sure you go follow him. You can watch him developing the plugins live on stream. I mean, how cool is that? A big delivery today. Need to go crash soon, but I got to finish sending things. Yeah, no worries, Finite. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's always good to see you. Roros with the dictionary redeem. The Dictionary of Astronomy, for those of you that don't know, is this 1997 gem, which was the first astronomy book that I ever bought. You do the redeem, and then you pick... I need my other glasses. Oh, well, maybe we can muddle through. You pick a letter, and we will read 2 entries from that letter. Let's see. Where are we with the H's? Oh, we haven't got too far with the H's. Here we go. Your first H, Roros, is halation. The spreading of light through a photographic emulsion, which results in the recorded image of a star being larger than the actual image. The more light that falls on the emulsion, the larger the recorded image. Halation occurs because the light diffuses through the grains of the emulsion and reflects off the surface of the glass or film on which the emulsion is coated. It has a practical use in that it allows a star's brightness to be found by measuring the size of its image. So there you go. A problem that you can use actually as a benefit. Definitely made his mark on the scene. Definitely made his mark on the scene. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Like, I mean, if I had slow clap, we'd be doing slow clapping. That was your first. Wait, where's my pencil? Oh no. Oh no, guys. This is a catastrophe. See, this is what happens when you reorganize. Found it. Hold on. Okay, I got the pencil. We got to mark up halation, which I'm not gonna lie, I had not heard of that before. And then your second H is Halka, a Japanese radio astronomy satellite, part of the VLBI Space Observatory program known as MUSES B before its launch in 1997, February. Halka, the highly advanced laboratory for communications in astronomy, carries an 8-centimeter radio dish. It is known in Japanese as Haruka, meaning far away. Haruka, I guess. Thank you for that, Redeem, Roros. Now we all know some more things than we knew before. Cosmology in Crisis? Not today, but you never know. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for cosmology to get into Crisis before the end of the stream. That is the good thing about us. Astronomers are always one step away from complete catastrophe and the universe falling apart. Or at least, the universe isn't going to fall apart. Our understanding of the universe, you know? Yeah, our understanding of the universe is about to fall apart. So I think we're good, though, for right now. All right, so let's see. Did you guys see? Let me go to the YouTube. I wanted to watch this video. I don't know if you saw that Save It for Parts has a new video. Let's see. Save It for Parts. Save It for Parts. Just bought a satellite kit. Here, check it out.
Less expensive.
All right, hold on. I started watching it. I didn't finish it. Hold on, I gotta pause the music. So this is a channel that we like to watch called Save It for Parts. Awesome channel. Make sure you go follow the channel. And do all the things. Subscribe and, you know, show the love. Like the video.
And welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel, where today we've got something really exciting. I am going to be building my own satellite. Now, this is a CubeSat kit from MySat in Ukraine, and I actually bought this. This is not a sponsored review. This isn't a sponsored product. I paid my own money for
He had to pay for it.
This is actually
what kind of YouTuber has to pay for their own products? I mean, come on, man.
Affordable CubeSat kit that I've come across. There are other kits that promise to let you build your own satellite, but they are $500, $1,000, even for just an educational CubeSat simulator, not something that's intended to go into space. And this is much the same. This is not actually rated to go into space, but it has a lot of the same parts that would fly in space, and it uses a lot of the same technology that was developed for CubeSats, like 3D printing, single board computing, all kinds of little add-on modules and sensors. And this one is much closer to $100 US. I think right now they're about $130. This was a Kickstarter a while back, and it's now a product that you can actually go online and purchase from Ukraine. And I think that's pretty cool in itself, that a small independent company can operate out of a country that Russia is trying to just bomb out of existence on a daily basis. They are still able to produce a homegrown product, make it more attractive, more affordable than
I still think we should put together a collaboration to build a Twitch CubeSat. We tried once already, and it just hasn't worked out. People just got busy with other stuff. So, but I totally think that we could do it.
Products out there, ship it to the US. all the while basically dodging Russian attacks. So if you want to support Ukraine and buy something like this from them, I will put links to them down in the description. Again, not a sponsorship at all. I just thought this was a really cool product, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out. So CubeSats were something developed back in the 90s for education and research. They are an attempt to make a minimal size, minimal cost satellite, something basically a small 4-inch cube that can be launched along with other satellites on a less expensive basis. Sometimes they get a free ride share on commercial missions. Sometimes they get free ride share along with NASA or other science organizations. And these can be built by students, they can be built by universities, by high schools, and they can do things like ham radio, simple science experiments, they can have cameras, they can transmit slow scan television. There are a bunch of CubeSats up there in low Earth orbit, and these have gone as far as Mars. These have actually been used for actual scientific missions. And there are various sizes of CubeSats that kind of are multiples of this base dimension. Again, this particular one is more of a simulator, and I will not be sending this into space. It's not rated for that, and I can't afford the launch costs. It is still pretty expensive to launch stuff.
So there are programs, if you can get NASA to buy into whatever your project is, they will actually pay for the launch. So you just have to come up with a compelling proposal. If you look at, so NASA has a website where you can go look and see what science they're interested in pursuing. And if you can come up with a CubeSat project that meets those goals, they will actually cover the launch costs. Now, there's a bit of pressure that comes with that, because if you are late or you don't launch for reasons because you didn't get the thing finished in time or whatever, you have to pay them back for the launch costs. But assuming that you're not, assuming that you can stay on schedule, they will actually pay for the launch. So if you build something cool, I mean, you know ahead of time, I should say. So you propose it, they're like, yeah, this is cool. We're gonna launch it for you. Then you go build it, then they launch it. So there's a whole procedure
into orbit. So
we've talked about it a little bit before on stream, I think.
Here and playing around with it, seeing what it does, and maybe doing a little bit of improvement over the base kit. We'll just have to see what happens. So let's get this thing open and see what we've got. And this notes this is a beta version of the MySat satellite kit. It's intended to be a 2-in-1 educational kit and a model of a real satellite, and you can control it the same way as real satellites through a radio.
This is actually really cool for $100.
Because there are other optional modules that I did not get.
Please clear the landing pad. Raid in.
Shenanigans! Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Welcome in. Love the channel. Hey, Mad Scientist Slack, welcome in. Good to see you. Shenanigans, what were you up to? 3D printing? Doing great. Thanks, Shenanigans 3D. Thanks for bringing the community over. Bearded Printer, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Mad Scientist Slack, thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. We do, you can't see them, but we do actually have a couple of 3D printers. We built a Voron. We built a Voron on stream. Oh, not on stream. I built it with Mini Nerd. I built it with my daughter. There's a Voron back there, which we haven't made full use of yet. But yeah, welcome in. We love 3D printing here on the channel. Tell us what you were up to. And if there's anything you want to share, any links, anything like that, feel free to throw them up in chat. Any of your socials, whatever you like. Links are still open. But welcome in, Raiders. Shenanigans 3D, thanks for coming in. Raiders, if you don't know me, I'm Nerduino. Sounds like a lot of Vorons. Just the 2.4. We have 2.4 Vorons. Working better than your Voron. Guys, I'm Nerduino, or Ian, if you prefer. I'm an astronomer. I have a PhD in astronomy from the University of Illinois, and I worked at NASA for about 10 years. I worked at the Jet Propulsion Lab down here in Pasadena. I still live in Southern California. I'm not with NASA anymore. We talk about space. We look at the latest papers and research. We look at incredible images of space. I have a small observatory in the backyard. We can do astrophotography from time to time. We do some electronics projects, that kind of stuff. We have some behind the tree. You can see the tail of a space shuttle. We do some Lego from time to time on stream, and yeah, if all that sounds like fun. And then generally we just chit chat about science, the state of science in general, research, all that kind of stuff. I've been doing some IRL streams recently. We streamed from the Aquarium of the Pacific on Saturday. That was super fun. And we were on the beach in Long Beach yesterday. So yeah, drop a follow if that all sounds cool. We'd love to have you join the community, and welcome in. Thanks for bringing the community over. Let me catch up on the. Let me catch up. Let me see. Bearded Printer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Wait. I missed something here. We designed a desktop old movie stage light in CAD, then printed it. No kidding. Do you have image? Do you have a picture of what you did, or is there somewhere we can go look at it? That would be cool. Speaking of 3D printing and CubeSats, I found some tungsten permeated filament for rad hardening. Oh my god, we can 3D print a CubeSat. That would actually be super cool if we could do that. So before you guys came in, we're watching a channel that we really enjoy on YouTube called Save It for Parts. I don't know if you guys know the channel. If you're kind of nerds like us, you probably do. My alert for the raid seems to be going ballistic. I don't know why. It won't stop. Like something is wrong with it. It just keeps going and going and going. So I apologize. We should try and fix it. Yeah, so we were just talking. So he has bought a kit for a CubeSat, and it's just a model. It's not intended for flight, like it's not flight qualified hardware, but it allows you to build a CubeSat like to the actual specifications, and then you can actually communicate with it and do different things. So it looks pretty cool, and we have been talking for a long time on the channel about doing some, about building a CubeSat ourselves, or like building an actual CubeSat and sending it into space, to do science of some sort. I was working with a couple of other streamers, but they got busy and it just didn't work out. That collaboration kind of didn't work out. So yeah, but this would be super cool. I mean, I really think that we could do some cool science. If we could 3D print one, that would be even better. Application was for medical devices. Okay. The Energizer Bunny. Jay Palmer, thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. I think the follower thing is fine. Actually, let me take a quick look if I can figure out what on earth is going on with the raid. Why is the raid thing repeating 6,500 times? It's probably me. I probably broke it, you know? Without much doubt, I'm the reason. Customization. Spawn multiplier, 10 objects. Okay, maybe we should ease that back. I don't think messages. Yeah, I don't see anything obvious as to why that should have done what it's saying. Probably a good starting point if you're going to make your own CubeSat considering the basic infrastructure. Yeah, Roros, exactly. I mean, this looks pretty cool. Let's keep watching and see.
The a basic board here. I have a 3D printed, I believe this is a solar panel deployment mechanism. So this has a little servo.
Oh, cool.
I think this
That's super cool. So it actually has the solar panel deployment thing built in.
kind of unfolds some wings.
And it is 3D printed, is what you just said. So
stay small and fit within a standard deployment mechanism is that they will often fold up into a cube, but once they're launched, they'll deploy things like sensor booms, like antennas, like solar panel wings. Now, one of the optional extras that I did buy is this telemetry radio. We have one of these cool things. They're removed before flight tag, so this is basically the power switch. You keep this plugged in to keep your satellite turned off, and once you're ready to launch, you pull this out. I almost forgot there's an antenna, and underneath here, we do have
Yeet a sea sound. That's a really good idea, Mr.
later
Benches.
in the box here, and we're gonna have to move the box out of the way to show all this stuff off. We have a bunch.
I think we need to get one of these, and we need to do this on stream.
Standoffs. We have some little sensor modules.
Oh my god, this would be a great project for stream, don't you think?
Familiar with little modules like this when I play around with Raspberry Pi and Arduinos. We have what looks like an ESP32 module. This is probably the brains of the operation. Although we have another little microcontroller. This looks kind of like an Arduino. Sometimes these kits,
Looks like a Nerduino.
or real-world satellites, will have multiple CPUs. They will have multiple embedded computers on them to handle different aspects of the mission. This looks like a radio module with an antenna, and this looks like maybe a programming interface. It looks like...
Oh, super cool. Here, hold on, guys. We have to pause. Shenanigans has posted the image. Let me see. Did you didn't 3D print this like just in one stream, right? You've been working on it for a bit, or this was one stream's worth of printing? Check it out, guys. How cool is that? I love it. That's so cool. 3 days. Okay, I was gonna feel inadequate if you printed that in like one stream. I was just gonna be like, okay, I should just give up now. It's a beauty. I see snowmen as well. I see snowmen on the desk. That's actually a crazy idea. We didn't do any 3D. We should have done some holiday 3D printing. Very cool. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Maybe they're not snowmen. They could be something else. They could be bowling pins. I don't know. Love the light, though. So good. Do you have like an Instagram or something that you can share, Shenanigans? That would be cool. People, but guys, make sure you go follow Shenanigans here on the platform. All right, here we go.
Adapter. And then down in the bottom here, we actually have some solar panels. Now
Oh,
ordered
nice.
the version.
That's awesome, mad
So maybe
scientist.
they threw in an extra here. Okay, so we have all these great parts. The main things that are missing are the frame, which is a 3D printed part, and instructions. And the instructions are going to be online on GitHub, as the letter mentions. Now, I was hoping to start 3D printing some parts, but unfortunately, my 3D printer looks like this at the moment. Fortunately, I don't need the 3D printing until about step 3 of this process, because we can install all of the part. Hi, yes, thank you. First, we're going to put all the electronics together.
You're terrible at posting. Okay, no worries.
And then
No worries.
finally we can get to the frame.
Thanks again for the raid, though, Shenanigans. I appreciate it. This is really cool. Shell Geek, welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. We're just watching Saber Parts is building a CubeSat, or a model CubeSat.
ESP32 cam, and we do
That undersells it. It's like a functional model of a CubeSat. It's not designed to go into orbit necessarily, although, I mean, all the parts are here. You've heard of the CubeSat? Yes. This is like the opposite of the scuba diving. Guys, make sure you go follow Shark Geek. Shark Geek does shark conservation and music, not at the same time usually, although sometimes some of his songs are about sharks. So go follow Shark Geek, and you can watch him editing his videos as well from his dives. He has like that Insta 360, so you can watch him editing his footage, diving with tiger sharks and incredible, insane things.
camera module on that. This chunky guy is a...
He does clean beaches. Yeah, we did do so for those of you that don't know, we were both, myself and Shark Geek. Myself and Shark Geek were at TwitchCon in a month ago, whatever it was, and we did a beach cleanup. We organized a beach cleanup. We had over 20 people show up to the beach cleanup, and we cleaned up Ocean Beach in San Diego. We think we cleared, I don't know, what did we decide? 20 pounds of trash? There's a bunch of bags, and yeah, it was super fun to see people right before TwitchCon. Bunch of people showed up who we hadn't met before. We just set up a Discord server, and yeah, we're really pleased with the turnout.
We have the battery controller over here. In the middle, we have the MPU, gyroscope, and accelerometer module. Up here is an analog to digital module, and this is used for solar navigation. We also have an environmental sensor down here. We need a couple more modules installed on board B on the bottom, and that includes the auxiliary computer, the Arduino Nano here, and our HC12 radio module. Now,
look at that antenna.
Here actually have some additional solder pads for extra payloads, for battery charging, for antennas, for other loads. So you can do other stuff with this. As I said, it's kind of an expandable kit. So if we wanted a bigger antenna than just this little springy guy, I think we could put something on here like a tape measure antenna. That's a pretty common one for...
We're seeing your messages, old Nina. How you doing? Good to see you.
Little springy guy, and I'm going to try to keep the cats from eating that. We're not done yet. We have a bunch of these little wired modules to go in place. We have a number of these photodiodes. We have this big LED.
My grandkid would be Nerduino Nano.
This little signal LED.
Nano-Duino.
To see where that goes.
That's
so that
funny.
is basically our electronic stack done. We can power this up in several ways. We can use the USB connector here on the board. We can use the programming connector, or we can use the onboard battery. But we need to install some firmware first. We need to install the custom operating system onto the two boards, onto the main computer and the auxiliary computer. So another difference between a launch-ready satellite, a CubeSat that's actually going to orbit, and this little model here, this simulator, is that we would probably have more rigid connections because satellites are subject to a lot of vibration, a lot of different G-forces, both during the actual rocket launch and then during deployment. And, you know, some of these connectors are a little bit loose. Some of these modules that just pop in, I don't know if those would hold up to actually being launched. So in real-world use, you would probably solder these into place, or you'd have some other method of actually connecting these that would not be subject to vibration, that would not come loose under different G-loads from different directions. Step 1 went so fast that I'd like to get the 3D printing part going while I work on step 2. So I remembered I actually do have a backup 3D printer, or at least all the parts for one. Thank you to
He's just going to build one.
for sending me this. Now I just have to remember how to put this together. While the 3D printer is busy making spaghetti, I got the ESP32 files downloaded for Arduino IDE, and this took me a few tries to get right. I had to make sure I had exactly the right ESP32 version, and then I actually had to delete my existing Arduino libraries, re-download the libraries for this project from GitHub, get those extracted into the library file, and then about the third or fourth time I tried to compile this, I got it to actually go through. If you're trying to do this yourself and you run into the same problem, there is a troubleshooting guide within the Google document for the instructions on this. Now, even though the ESP32 module is a little faster and more capable than the Arduino, it doesn't have a USB interface. So we'll have to use ye olde serial interface to get the firmware onto this thing. So if all of that worked, then our satellite brain should have all of its programming. Both brains should have the programming that they need. And now we need to assemble the 3D printed shell.
This is so cool. I love this. I love this kit. I'm just looking it up. It's $129 for the basic kit. Then you can get different ones that are more complicated. It's like $300 for one with solar panels, and also includes the printed frame parts, which we don't
The
necessarily
memory card filled up during the build montage.
Oh, he actually got that one. This is $298 now, so I don't know if the prices have gone up, but
Finish a couple details off camera, but now I have a satellite, or at least a satellite simulator, because as I mentioned earlier, and as Jeff Geerling found when he did a video on one of these, they are a little too weak to probably actually survive launch and spaceflight, especially these solar wings. I don't know if Jeff's had these, but these things are pretty flimsy, and I think they would...
right, but you fold those in. Those are folded for launch, right? You're not going to leave those out there while you try and launch the thing. Those fold over. I mean, there's definitely some stuff here that's flimsy, but a lot of it is not that crazy.
pop off. They do come up and down with a servo.
There you go.
But yeah, getting these in place was probably the trickiest part. Getting the
Yeah, but in space, there's no weight, right? So
making
like,
sure
you know?
none of the wires were pinched. And I think there are still maybe some wires pinched on the side here. There's not a great way to route these. This all went together fairly smoothly. My 3D printer definitely made some pieces a little bit smaller with the tolerances, like the little, these little square nuts. They definitely went in better on the top plate, which is the one that MySat sent me. And again, I'm not sure if this top plate was supposed to come in my kit. I thought I bought the basic kit and not the one with the solar wings, but...
Rocket Drone, thank you for the follow!
As I noticed while building this, it seems like multiple teams, or at least multiple people, were involved with the 3D prints were probably one person, the electronics were one person, the instructions were another person, and while I'm sure they coordinated, they maybe didn't coordinate all the time because not everything quite worked the way it was supposed to. For example, my front panel here is kind of bulging a little bit because one of the inserts was not correct for the electronics piece that was there. I actually had to take my snippers and modify that 3D print, and then it was also too thick, so it hits the circuit board here, and it kind of pushes that panel out a little bit. It's not super noticeable on camera maybe, but I can definitely see it up front. Other than that, really no issues getting this together, and I think it looks pretty good. The only thing that would make this look better is to peel off the protective film on everything.
Linux, welcome, man.
I had to use tweezers for several steps in this process because my big fat fingers do not fit in here properly.
I feel you there. I feel you there. Have you seen the load testing simulations for satellites compared to these? These might be flimsy when folded in.
Okay, I think we're finally ready to turn this thing on and see if we can talk to it with a radio. So I'm going to remove the remove before flight pin. And should have gotten my hands out of the way there because the solar panel's folded up. But yeah, I think it is now activated. Now I'll be using the MySat ground station module for this. I did pay a little bit extra for this guy. And I believe what this is just a wireless serial radio. And
this is like $40, I think I saw on the website for the radio, the antenna. Yeah, $45 for the RF transceiver module.
USB adapter. And so what this does is basically just take my serial commands.
Hi, Ms. Art Rules. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Guys, make sure you go follow Ms. Art Rules.
So if I plug this thing into my computer, so that shows up as, I think, COM 4 over here. That did not seem to work. So I'm going to check if the radios are actually working using an SDR. So if I go over to the serial monitor here, I'm going to see how many windows can I have open on top of each other at once. You do get a blip on the waterfall centered around, it looks like 433.4, which that's correct. That should be channel 1 in this thing's addressing schemes. All right, I am not getting any transmissions from the CubeSat. So if I want to show more output on the screen, I'm just going to paste in the entire how-to guide from MySat and send that. Turn this all the way down to like 300 baud. Now we can actually spam out a lot of stuff. And this actually looks like a real satellite signal. This looks like satellite signals that I've seen coming down from space. I'm not seeing any transmissions.
If you haven't seen his channel before, he has a bunch of different satellite things that he's done with. I think he's gone after some CubeSats, but he's done all the weather satellite stuff. He's built tracking dishes from like old RV antennas and all kinds of crazy stuff. He's got like an antenna farm on his roof, basically.
And I'm not sure if it's supposed to send out like a ready signal or any kind of transmission before it's talked to with the ground station. I'm wondering if part of the problem, if it's getting stuck on these solar panel steps. The servo sounds like it's still trying to run when I pull this out, and these panels do not fully fold up. I think they're getting caught. These 3D printed parts are getting caught.
I probably personally would have tested this, bench tested this without the panels and without the structure around it first, because it's hard to debug now because everything is inside, so you can't really see if you've seeded everything correctly. And
these 3D printed parts, there definitely were parts of the STL files that did not fit together no matter how much I adjusted my printer. So I'm pretty sure like the inserts and the walls are from 2 different versions of this, and it's possible that the section up here, which they sent me, and they had 3D printed on probably a better 3D printer than mine, this might be even from a 3rd iteration of the files, so it's possible that just all these parts don't quite fit together and I might have to reprint something. But as you can see, if I pull out the go pin here, it folds, it tries to fold up, but it doesn't fold up all the way, and you can hear that servo continuing to try to run.
I wonder why that is.
It's possible that that is interrupting the boot process. Now I could try to fix that the right way and redesign the STL files, reprint these side panels, reassemble the entire thing, which sounds like kind of a pain. Or I could do it the save it for parts way, take a hot knife and just shave off a little bit of this piece of the side panel. Well,
oh, is that what it's bumping against?
This is as close as I can get the solar panels to fold in, and that servo still wants to run, so we might just have to disconnect the servo and leave it alone for now. All right, I plugged this thing in with a USB cable again, and we've gone over to the Arduino IDE, and now we are getting live telemetry. So it's sending telemetry over the serial connection. It's just not working over the serial radio. Now let's see if I can tell it to do stuff. If I say turn LED again, okay, it seems like it's not accepting commands in, it's just sending stuff out. So it may seem like this thing has a lot of little issues, and it kind of does, but they're all small issues, and really troubleshooting and fixing problems is part of building a satellite.
It's all part of it, exactly.
You have to learn if you're
100%.
build a real satellite, you have to iterate, you have to make prototypes, 3D printed prototypes, and you'll have problems like the 3D printing not fitting, like the code not working, like the communications not working. And you want to practice getting all of that stuff working before you actually launch it. So the bugs with this product kind of make it more realistic, and It's much more realistic to me than just a toy you buy at Walmart that's all ready to go and you just snap some pieces together. This is really more of a learning experience. All right, I re-downloaded the firmware, reflashed the firmware, and it is giving me slightly different telemetry now. So I'm wondering if I had an older version of the firmware.
Bless blah. Thank you for the follow.
I thought I had grabbed the link for GitHub off of their official website, but I'm thinking there's several GitHub repositories, and maybe I grabbed the.
We're just watching a YouTube video where they're making a model CubeSat,
but that's not.
But a pretty like accurate model, like a working model.
We are now transmitting from the satellite. We can see that here. We can see these little blips on 433.4 megahertz. Those are coming from the satellite. And if I send something from my computer, like turn LED, and it works. We've got that bright star LED turned on. I did finally get the web server to work, and I think what helped was to put an SD card in the ESP32 module. It did not come with an SD card, and I never saw an SD card mentioned in the manual, but there is actually a slot in there, and we are able to get on the web server now.
Nice.
We are able to get
this is cool.
Pictures and update pictures.
Rocket Drone, this is Save It for Parts. I'll give you, I think I might still have the link in my...
Photos over the serial radio.
No, that is not the right link. Here, hold on a sec. Let me get you the... If you don't know Save It for Parts, then there you go. There it is.
A different firmware for that or some kind of update, because I don't...
this is cool. Yeah, right, big old V for sure.
We can charge with USB, and we even get a little charge indicator on the battery control module.
Yeah, motivation.
In the window and charge with solar when we aren't being eclipsed by...
Oh, chat messages are failing? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right, guys. I did not know that chat was having trouble. Loving the project. Yeah, it looks really good. You know what I think we might do? I might kill the YouTube stream just to make sure that that's not it. I suspect that's not it, but I think, you know, we streamed to YouTube we streamed our first hour on YouTube, so that's pretty exciting. But I think it might be time for it might be time to end. So thanks to everybody that stopped by the YouTube. It's not me. Oh, okay. All right, well, maybe I'll just leave it then. But yeah, sorry if you're having trouble, guys.
Well, I'm pretty happy with the MySat CubeSat simulator here. This thing is fantastic. It was a lot of fun to put this together.
Oh, okay.
It was fun to even work through some of the problems that I have, do some of the troubleshooting, figure out by trial and error what I can improve, what I can make work. That is how I work best, just trying.
The troubleshooting is half the fun, right? There's nothing more satisfying than working and working and working and having a bug that you just can't fix. And then finally, you solve the problem. It's like the best feeling in the world.
Things, and if they don't work, changing something a little bit and trying it again, and a low cost.
Lurk for dinner. Okay, thanks for that, Lurk. Big old V. I appreciate you.
Exactly what I need to be able to do that without worrying about breaking something expensive, without worrying about screwing something up too much. This is a fantastic learning platform. It's a fantastic experimentation platform, and I'm actually already thinking of things I could add to this with some of the expansion options on it.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Go through the hassle of 3D printing and trying to make your flaky 3D prints fit this thing. I think you can also buy the entire kit with the panels already pre-made. So that probably would have saved me a lot of headache trying to get things to fit, trying to get the solar panels to work up and down. I could put it in a vacuum chamber. I do actually have a vacuum chamber thanks to Axeman Surplus, as well as some vacuum pumps. So that's something we could try. We could try.
There you go, Mr. Vincent Astro.
Down to the low temperatures or heating it up to the high temperatures you'd encounter in space. Again, the 3D printed frame maybe isn't suited for like super direct sunlight in space, especially some of the darker colors I used here. This was just what I had for filament. So you might also want to glue.
Wonder if anyone that came in on the raid has a metal, like a 3D metal printer.
I think you could potentially make this a launchable, ready-to-fly satellite with a few modifications like that. Now, will I be doing that? No, because I cannot afford the $50,000 to $100,000 it costs to actually launch something this size into space. Now, another thing we could try to do with this in the future is use it on a weather balloon, use it as kind of a satellite simulator in a lot of people like to call high-altitude weather balloons as a near-space environment. I think that's a little misleading. There was a whole thing a few years back where everybody would put their garlic bread on a weather balloon and say, "We sent it to space." No, you just sent it really high in the air. So I don't like calling high-altitude balloons close to space, but they are kind of the closest you can get on a budget. And it is a way to test CubeSat hardware by putting it on a balloon and sending it up
Super cool.
as high as you can go to.
Love this project for sure.
Low pressures, low temperatures, things of that nature. I actually have all the parts for a weather balloon. I have the balloon, I have parachutes, I have a radio sonde. I just don't have helium. That's the expensive part. So we're going to have to think about that one. That might have to be another video in the future too. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this video up. I would like to thank all of my Patreon subscribers for helping me afford projects like this, helping me buy stuff online like cool CubeSat simulators. If you want to become a Patreon member and help support the channel, I will put links to that down in the description. I'd also like to thank Jeff Geerling for cluing me into the existence of the MySat kit. I had heard of other CubeSat simulators, but I was not aware of this one until he mentioned it on his channel. So thank you, Jeff. This thing's really cool, and I'm glad you let me know about it. I'll put the link down in the description as well as up here to the MySat Kit website where you can order all the different versions of their CubeSat. And I will also link to their GitHub page, the most recent one with their updated firmware that I used on this. Again, this is
a great project. I love it.
Affordable CubeSat simulator kit.
I think we should do something like this on stream. What do you guys think?
For students at a local school, but it's also a great way to support a small business over in Ukraine and help keep their economy going during a very challenging time for them. I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. If you want to see more satellite content, I do a lot of satellite communication.
Yeah, he does. His channel's amazing. Make sure you go watch the video, give a thumbs up, all those things. His channel is amazing. Go support him. Which I try not to watch tons of YouTube videos. Houston, we have a problem. Are we still having trouble? So here's the good news, guys. Here's the good news on the chat issue. I'm actually going to wrap things up. I've streamed 3 days, and Mini Nerd wanted to spend some time with me tonight. They've been out all day. They went to watch Suffs today at the Pantages, so they had a really good time. But Mini Nerd wanted to spend some time, so I'm going to go spend some family time with Mini. We are going to raid out. I think we're going to raid out to Sid Heresy. We're going to raid out to Sid Heresy. I don't think we've done that before, so it should be interesting. It looks like a bunch of electronics and cool projects centered around electronic music. So like it follows on perfectly from what we were just doing. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sorry if you're having trouble with the chat. It's probably going to get worse. It seems like maybe it's getting worse. Thanks to everybody that stopped by the YouTube as well. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if we're going to keep doing the YouTube, but we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be back Tuesday, 6 p.m. We'll be having more fun. We'll be talking about space and astronomy. Well, Tuesdays is usually our space and astronomy streams. So I'll be doing that. If you want the raid messages, those are here. Oops. Now my messages are failing to send as well. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. My messages are failing. All right, guys. We're going to raid over to Sid. Hope maybe Sid isn't having the same problems we are. I can't send you the raid messages. It's failing. Oh, no. Okay, this is bad. All right, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream. Guys, thanks if you're on YouTube. I appreciate you all.